Alright people, welcome back to Conquer and Commander. Today we're going to be looking at a game featuring the Nature of the Beast Preconstructed Commander 2013 deck. For more on my thoughts on this deck, go to puremtgo.com, look up my article series Conquer and Commander, and you'll see more on what to do with the deck and how it plays. So let's just head right into it. My first opponent here is going to be Rakdos, Lord of Riots, who's usually some sort of Rakdos pain giving deck. A lot of times it's just sort of like red black good stuff, but I always see Shieldred in these decks. Right after Rakdos we've got Azusa, Lostbut Seeking, always dangerous, mono green ramp. This guy isn't quite as hardcore as I've seen other Azusa decks, but you still got to watch out. I mean, Azusas are just rough and tough. After Azusa, we have Adun Oakenshield, Jund Recursion. Basically, it's going to be kind of heavy creatures. A lot of times when I see Adun decks, they have a lot of enter the battlefield creatures, and then sometimes ways to sacrifice them. So he should be fun. Let's take a look at my hand. I've got 3 lands, plus Krosan Tusker, and Druidic Satchel. Not the best hand, but I think I keep it mainly because of the Tusker. I do keep it. So I start off with Vivid Grove, which I drew into. Oh no, sorry, that was Adun. My play space is over here. I play the Colony Garden first to get my plant token out there. Rakdos has second turn Bitter Blossom, which is always problematic. Just to be a goof, I attack somebody with my plant. Burnished Heart from Adun Oakenshield. It's going to help him ramp next turn. Azusa comes out and drops 2 more forests. Exactly. Turn 3, Azusa always does that. So there's Lightning Greaves on the fairy token, and he attacks Azusa. So he's thinking the same thing I'm thinking, the Rakdos player is, which is that Azusa is problematic, or going to be at least. So I'm going to wait. I play my Homeward Path. I'm going to wait until after my turn's over before I cycle the Krosan Tusker for a mountain, which I do. And I draw into a forest. Adun obviously sacked his Burnished Heart. Azusa plays Master of the Wild Hunt and attacks Adun. So with the Greaves, he's kind of spreading the love with the fairy tokens right now. He also plays Torch Fiend. I play Druidic Satchel after playing my land, because at this point I want to kind of ramp a little bit. Adun does play Glean Crawler. I love Glean Crawler. I don't think he sees enough play, honestly. He's pretty good, and especially if you have a way to sacrifice dudes, he's going to be very helpful. And then he plays Bounce Land. But he's got Reliquary Tower, so he's not worried about anything like that. Master makes a Wolf token, and then plays Garruk. And then Garruk basically just uses his +1 ability. And that's it. So, Rakdos doesn't attack Garruk. Stop. Which is, I would have thought he would attack him just to keep him from being able to ultimate if he really wanted to, but he didn't. So, Rakdos does play Fleshback Marauder, which gets rid of my plant token, boo, and Glean Crawler. And I think a Wolf token. Yeah, there we go. So on my turn, I play another land. I play Gahiji. You know, it's funny because curses and Gahiji work really well. Like, people don't want to waste an attack on me if I've got Gahiji out there. Adun plays Engulfing Slagworm, which is always good. I love that guy. Master makes another Wolf, and then plays Deranged Hermit to make a crap ton of squirrels. Untaps some stuff and plays Drum Hunter, but he doesn't have a big enough dude to trigger the Hunter for the card draw. Rakdos sacrificed a fairy token to the Marauder. And what he does is he sends 2 of the fairies after Garruk. Actually, he sends all 3 of them after Garruk. Really only needed to send 2, but he forgot about the Gahiji triggers. Alright. So my turn, I play Swiftfoot Boots. And then Sprouting Vines in order to get 2 new lands in my hand. I play one of them, and I put the boots on Gahiji. And I don't really have a good attack, so I just don't. Adun comes out to play. So he's going to let the Deranged Hermit go. And he plays another Garrick. Stop. And he uses the +1 ability, and he gets 4 cards out of it. He gets Magus of the Vineyard. He loses Nykthos, Oracle Moldiah, Eva, and Scoop Mob. Which isn't bad at all for him. And then he plays the Scoop Mob. Rakdos, nothing happens to Bitter Blossoms, so he's just going to keep making fairies. I know what the problem is. Rakdos is mana screwed here. He's been sitting on 3 lands the whole time. But anyways, he uses his fairies to attack basically Garrick and Adun. And they all trigger Gahiji. The Azusa player uses Master to get rid of one of the fairies. And they don't drop very much, which is disappointing. I end up playing Rampaging Baloths and a land to get a beast, and I equip the Baloth, and I go directly after Garrick. And I was fully expecting some blockers, but he doesn't block, he just lets it die. Adun brings the Burnished Heart back from his graveyard and plays it, and then sacrifices it to get more land. He's just trying to ramp right now, and I'm a little scared about what he's going to ramp into. So Azusa plays Oracle of Moldiah. There's Bane of Progress on the top of his library, which isn't horrible, but isn't great for me because it means I would lose my Swiftfoot Boots. He then plays Primal Crux, holy cow! Which is a 12/12 trampler right now. So, let's see. And he draws a card. There's Kozilek. He drew a card because of Drum Hunter at the end of his turn, and he's got Kozilek on the top of his library. So now it's time to start worrying because this is a pretty big army. Rakdos finally has land. He plays Rakdos Carnarium. So I play another land, and I've got Tempt with Discovery. And I can't abuse it in this deck, but it's going to help me out because I know Rakdos is going to want to at least take my offer. So first I play one. Actually, I think the Adun player takes my offer as well. So I grab a Hideaway land, that's right. And there wasn't really anything good to hide away under there. I just put Curse of Chaos in there. But I get a bunch of beasts along with that. So Adun goes ahead and grabs Burnished Heart again to ramp again. He's really ramping into something. He's trying his ass off to get a ton of mana. The Slagworm doesn't do anything. So here's my plan. I'm worried about Azusa. Azusa just has a ton of stuff here, and I know Bane of Progress is coming. I've got Naya Charm. What I want to do is I want to tap him out right before his attack step. I want Rakdos to go in as much as possible, and then I want to go in and finish him off. Scoop Mob gets really big. More wolf tokens. There's Bane of Progress right there. There's not much I can do about that. I do use the Druidic Satchel one last time. I think it's probably the only time I used it. I ramp into a mountain, so I'm happy about that. The Bane of Progress is a little big, so yeah, I use the Naya Charm to tap all his creatures down. He's at 34. He does have one more creature he can cast, which is... Oh no, he doesn't. So Rakdos plays Gratuitous Violence. And he actually sat and thought about this for a while. He was like, who am I going to attack? I'm like, well, you got to attack somebody. You don't just play Gratuitous Violence not to attack people. So he figures out, you know what, he's just going to go ahead and try and hurt Azusa as much as possible. Azusa did flash out Eva, though, to go ahead and block the Torch Fiend. No, I think he blocks Fleshback Marauder, actually. My bad. That knocks him down to 14. So I do have War Cadence. War Cadence was actually pretty good. Especially because everybody likes to tap out all the time. So War Cadence, you know what? Like, if people aren't expecting it, there's a lot of people out there that tap out at the end of their turns so that they don't have to worry about it. So it kind of abuses that ability, like the fact that people do that. Because I don't think the Adun player really needed to tap out. The Azusa player quit at this point. She saw the writing on the wall. So I go ahead and I just because he's tapped out, I make it two mana, and the Rakdos only has 1 mana left. So neither of these guys can block any of my guys. So first I take out Adun, and I knock Rakdos down to, like, I don't know what it is, 20. I go ahead and I get hit by all these guys, and I can't block any of them. That just knocks me down to 39. And then he plays Rakdos, and then Inferno Titan, and then plays Disciple of Bolas, sacrificing the Titan. Not that it really matters. Oh no, he sacrificed one of the fairies. Because with War Cadence out there, the fact that he tapped out to do all that stuff means he still can't block any of this. So yeah, I just make it so that all his blockers have to pay 1. And then I take him out right here. So Gahiji helps out a ton there. Yeah, and I win on turn 10. So there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed the game. That was a fun one.